Alright guys, we're all here for a brainstorming activity, trying to innovate a certain product. But before we do that, we're going to do a type of icebreaker. Tell me what you see here.
Go
I was just gonna say, I see a face. Looks like it's winking in front of me, not the mouth.
Idea, maybe a stop sign, and a maybe something that could go inside there and be like a no sign or something like that.
You should definitely think, stop before you go.
That's a mouth eating some mashed potatoes, and that's a green beetle.
Well, everybody has different ideas on that. Well, what we're going to talk about today is the jack screw, and it's very outdated, and we're asked to innovate this product. And I need to know right now what problems we have with this product. So go ahead and write down a few problems, and we'll start round one.
Go.
Alright guys, round one. List off some problems with this jack screw.
Stability, for one.
Alright?
Well, I don't even know how to use it, so it looks complicated to me.
Complicated.
I think it's way too dependent upon the user. You have to know what you're doing, or you're going to be dangerous
Not user
or mess up your
friendly.
car.
It's very outdated.
Outdated.
Very dangerous.
Dangerous.
Too many
Very
parts.
You call.
Dangerous. What'd you say?
Too many parts.
Too many parts.
Yeah, if you lose a piece, you're in trouble.
Okay. What else?
One other thing that I think is pretty tough about this is if you have a high truck. How are you gonna? I mean, it's not very good for a high vehicle.
Alright.
That's
And it needs to be on level ground too, which can go to danger. So looking at these, just look at these parts. What are the most important ones that we should focus on?
Dangerous.
Danger.
For sure.
The main thing, yeah.
More convenient, not complicated.
Okay. It's complicated.
Stability.
Stability.
And then stable, yeah.
Okay. So if you focus on these three parts, let's go further into this and let's see how we can make this product better.
Okay.
Alright? Alright, so we're on round two. Let's focus on these parts. What do you have for me, guys?
Stability, the wider base. Definitely need a wider base.
Okay, a wider base would definitely make it more stable.
Something to give you, you need less, something for less time that you're out trying to change a tire. You don't want to be out on the side of the road for too long.
It definitely has to do with dangerous.
Definitely.
So what can we do to make people more outside?
Well, another thing is that when it's part of the problem with it being complicated and stuff is that you don't know exactly where to put it sometimes unless you're really used to it. So, and to play into what he's saying about not being outside very long, what if it was already built in to like the certain spots that it needs to be?
So it's built in. Do y'all like that
Yeah,
idea?
that
idea.
takes care of the complications.
So if it's built in, what kind of, what would you do with that?
How would you know how to use it if it was built in?
If there was like a button in the car or something.
Okay, so
that
let's
you
go
would
into
have
that.
to get out of the car.
That would help it.
Okay.
You won't have to pump it or anything. There's just a button you can press, right?
So we're built in and wider base. Let's go deeper into that and let's think of more ideas on how we would make this contraption better.
Okay.
Okay, so we've thought about this. We want a wider base and we talked about having it built in. Daniel, you work on cars all the time. So why don't you go ahead and maybe give us an idea of what you were thinking about this?
Well, this contraption just would not work if it was built in.
Okay.
So we would need something maybe like a cylinder, maybe a hydraulic lift for each
Hydraulic.
wheel.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
All right. So a hydraulic lift. So how would that actually work? What do you think? Morgan, you mentioned something about buttons.
Like something you can press to maybe the hydraulic jack can come down on each wheel or something.
So maybe a button for each wheel.
Yeah.
So if you get a flat tire, you push the button and it'll actually lift up with the hydraulics.
That'll actually play into what he was saying about being on the interstate.
Yes.
So you don't have to worry about trying to jack your car up on the passenger side of the car if you're in the shoulder.
So what about a wider base? I mean, is this thing going to have a wider base?
Yes, it very well could. Once the
You think it could?
Yes.
It would have to be designed that way
Yes.
to be safe. Keep
So-
it from being out of danger.
So we have a new jack built into a car that's going to be on each tire. If you get a flat tire, you push the button, it lifts up the car. Not bad. All right? Appreciate it, guys.
All right.